Hello, my name is Michelle Dabrowski, and I'm the Director of the Office for Family and Life at the Canadian Conference of Catholic Bishops.
Hello, my name is Bishop Daniel Meem, and I am the Bishop of the Diocese of Peterborough, Ontario.
Often, it can be difficult to see and connect our faith to the end-of-life experience. Seeing family members, good friends, colleagues go through the dying process can challenge our fundamental beliefs and values. While at other times, the end-of-life experience can be an occasion to affirm the hope and trust we hold through faith in Christ.
Since its very beginning, the Christian community has been especially concerned and attentive to the lived experience of illness, suffering, dying, and death. While acknowledging the challenges, the Church has developed meaningful resources to help navigate these deeply human realities. Together, we are called to discover that death is a part of life and that there can be life in the dying process.
Today, we hear the term dignity used and interpreted in many ways, especially in the end-of-life context. Yet our Christian faith has a clear and meaningful way to think about human dignity. Dignity affirms the essential value of the human being, acknowledging that we are created in the image of God. This dignity is recognized as inherent to every human person. Dignity is irremovable, as it does not depend on a person's traits or characteristics. Our human condition of fragility and vulnerability needs to be included in this understanding of dignity, as these conditions do not diminish it. Nevertheless, a person in the midst of suffering, illness, or dying can sincerely feel that dignity has been removed or lost. Our belief in inherent dignity is first a call to listen attentively and to be receptive, while at the same time we must actively create conditions to support the person at the end of life through the establishment of a committed presence and relationship.
Our belief in being created by God leads us also to affirm that life is sacred and to recognize life as a gift from God. Viewing life as both sacred and as a gift reveals the relational nature of our existence with the living God. We, therefore, have a responsibility to take care of this life and to promote it by cultivating our relationship with God and others.
It is also important to remember that for Catholics, earthly life is a central value, but it is not an absolute value. We have a responsibility to respect and to care for life by concretely promoting the quality of life for a person. In this sense, sacredness and quality of life should be viewed as complementary. Recognizing the value of human life calls us to live out a commitment of special attention and care through the dying process of a person. From a Christian perspective, aging and dying are viewed as a normal part and process of life. Human fragility and limitations at the end of life do not mean failure. Our limitations are rather an occasion to open this experience of dying to the presence of others, searching for creative ways to share in and live out a meaningful time together.
Our faith does not always remove the feelings of despair, loneliness, powerlessness, brokenness, or regret. Nevertheless, our faith in Christ can bring a new light on these experiences. By persevering to hope, to love, and to pray together as a Christian community, faith can trigger unexpected occasions for healing. Faith does not remove the negativity of death, but through support and relationship, it does grant an opening to acknowledge God's presence and His concern for our human distress.
The end of life may no longer be a time for physical curing, but could lead to another way of healing, especially in caring for our relationships with family, friends, and God. It can be a time to listen or to be more attentive to the fears and concerns of loved ones, or our own. Since frailty and uncertainty are part of our human condition, we do not have total control of these conditions. Yet when supported by others, there can be opportunities to grow and heal together.
From a Christian perspective, death does not have the last word. Rather, it is a passage, an opening to the continuation of life. In this sense, Death should not be viewed as something purely individual or where we are alone, but should be integrated into a caring community. Approaching death and dying in this way leads to the humanization of end-of-life care and can become an opening to encounter the hope-filled and loving presence of Christ.
Both through his incarnation and his attitude, Jesus shows us how God makes himself present in our situations of distress. As described in the various gospel scenes of encounter, such as the death of Lazarus or the widow's son at Nain, Jesus, by his loving and healing presence, opens a space of extraordinary and unexpected hope for new life.